Welcome to the Daily Energize Podcast, your quick dose of clarity, quick tips, and the spark you need to shine bright. Here's your host, Spencer Jones.
Hey Energizer, welcome to this episode of the Daily Energize. It is I, your host, Spencer Jones, and I am super excited to have you here joining me today in this podcast. So thank you so much for hopping in. Thank you for being you and shining your incredible light with the world. If you could do me a quick favor, if you haven't hit follow or subscribe yet, please hit follow and subscribe. And I don't know if you have YouTube or you go on YouTube at all, but if you do, check out our YouTube channel. I post reels there. We have some longer content coming. And anyway, feel free to check out. We offer even more tips and stuff and just little things to make you think on there. You could look up Jones and 4 on YouTube, or if you go to youtube.com/Spencer Joneson, Jonesin, Spencer Joneson, and that's our page. So come on, check it out if you like. Love to have you. And thank you to everyone who's already following and subscribing here on the podcast and on YouTube and all of our channels. I'm extremely grateful. Thank you. I have a question for you today, and that is, what would it look like if you did not have any expectations? What would it look like if you had zero expectations? Would it feel freaky? Would it feel weird to you? Would it feel normal? What would happen to not just you, but to the situations around you, to the people around you, if you had zero expectations? How would you be if you had zero expectation? Would you be less stressed, less anxious? Or would it freak you out and you'd be even more anxious? I don't know. Zero expectations. It's an interesting idea, and something that I've been, I wouldn't say struggling with, but I've been contemplating now for a couple years. And it goes back to this Buddhist saying that I heard and read about multiple times, that expectations lead to suffering. All expectations lead to suffering. Pain is in the moment. Suffering is when we keep replaying it over and over and over again. And I think about any expectations that I have, whether, it's, Katie's going to make the bed in the morning, or the expectation that this person's going to respond this way to this message. And maybe they respond that way, great. If they don't, then it's pain. And then I could ruminate on that or sit on that and replay it, and now I'm suffering. As a matter of fact, when I pull on the string of every single expectation, I take that down, it can all lead to suffering if it doesn't work out the way that I hoped, that I expected it to. So what if we got rid of all expectations? It seems like a scary world because we feel like we need expectations. Well, I'm expecting my employees to do this. I'm expecting my team members, my spouse, my kids to do X, Y, Z. Well, what if, because, we want our kids to clean the house. Okay. What, instead of it being an expectation, because oftentimes expectations are, we have them in our own mind, but we don't actually share that with the other person. So they're just doing what they're doing, not knowing that we expect them to do X, Y, Z, and then we get frustrated or pissed off when they don't do it. Well, that doesn't help us or them, so we need to be able to express it. Well, then if we're expressing that expectation over them, might be a little different if it's a boss, but it almost creates this dichotomy. Like, I'm ranked higher than you are. I'm expecting you to do this. I'm better. I'm more powerful than you are because I'm expecting that you do X, Y, Z. Leaving the other person in that lower role, feeling like they have less status, feeling like they're less important. Instead of expectations, what if we changed it to agreements? All right, the agreement is that you're living in this house, you're gonna clean. That's the agreement that we're having. Do you agree to that? If they do, great. If they don't, okay, let's work this out so you agree to it. There can be consequences and all those things like expectations, but it's a mutually agreed upon. That means you're having a discussion, you're talking about it, and it's agreed upon, as opposed to just an expectation, where maybe it's shared with the others, but it creates that dichotomy. And if it's not, then it's on your own mind, then they don't know what they're doing, and you're getting frustrated for stuff that you expect them to do that they didn't know they had to do. Anyway, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just inviting you to think about it. I invite you to think about expectations today. And as you go throughout today, just be aware of the expectations you have in your mind. I'm expecting that driver not to pull out in front of me. Okay, we hopefully they don't, unless it's their rightful time to. But where do you have these expectations? Without judgment, without saying it's good or bad, just be aware. And then if you get a moment, pull on those strings and see, does it lead to suffering, or could it lead to suffering? Just a fun little activity to do. But I invite you to try it. I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and I've really have been working hard to remove all expectations. Am I successful all the time? Nope. Have I gotten better? 100%. So I hope it helps you. All right. Thank you so much for being here, joining me. Thank you again for following and subscribing on all of our channels and platforms. You're amazing. You are worthy. You are enough just the way you are. So keep shining bright. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.